Hey guys, it's Jack. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing a review on the Goyard Belvedere 3 PM. So this is one of my favorite bags from Goyard. As it's a crossbody, it's super easy to use. But I do want to note it's not without its challenges, so we'll get into that during this review. But first, let me give you guys an overview of the bag. So it's made out of the Goyardine canvas here. It does have an external slip pocket in the back here. And then on the trim, it's Tyrolean leather. So it's going to be a grained leather, which is really nice. It's nice because you won't see like any creases or indentations. And then on the inside here, you use the main buckle to get it open. Then it's going to have two pockets on the inside with a yellow cotton canvas lining. I'll show you the inside in a minute when I show you what fits, but let's continue the overview. So it does measure 22 centimeters across by 16 centimeters high by 7 centimeters in depth. It also comes in the 11 Goyard colors. So that's going to be black with black leather trim, black with tan leather trim, red, orange, yellow, green, navy blue, sky blue, burgundy, white, and gray. So all the colors except the black with tan are going to be tonal. So you'll see the leather will match the canvas on all of those. As far as pricing goes, I have my Goyard receipt right here. And let's see. So I bought this February of 2023. I'm not sure of any further price increase, but at the time, the Belvedere 3 is $2,700. So $2,700 before tax. After tax, it was $29.39 and 63 cents with New York tax at the time. So it's $2,700 basically. If you buy it from Bergdorf, it's going to be the same. I know abroad it is going to be less expensive, but as far as in the US, $2,700 is what you're looking at. So a little overview of the bag is the grained leather trim, the Goyardine canvas, and then the main feature of this bag is going to be this hardware piece that says Goyard Paris. I think for some reason, yeah, it looks like I still have the plastic on it, which I don't really like leaving the plastic on. Let's see if I can remove that. Here we go. Okay, so without the plastic, you're gonna be able to see it a little bit better here. Let's see. So it's going to be really shiny, really nice with that palladium hardware, and it says Goyard Paris on the front, and then the other logo is going to be on the buckle. On the back, it's also going to say Goyard Paris here. So kind of cool that you get that like hardware, you know, the like engravings in the hardware. I think it makes it a little more special. But yeah, the main buckle is this. You kind of lift it open here, and then that will get you inside the bag. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of what's in my bag just so you can see kind of what fits. This would be, I would say, at max capacity. It doesn't fit a ton, but I think it fits everything I need for like a regular day out. So I have my sunglasses, I have my keys, I have my card case, I have my gum, I have tissues, I have my Sonat mini pouch, so this has like all my, I don't know, various things in there. And then I have my hand sanitizer. My AirPods are charging right now, but normally those would be in here too. And that is really, that's like to the max here. So on the inside, you're going to see it's going to have two pockets on the front wall and then a patch pocket on the back. So that's really all kind of your interior space. And I will say these two front pockets, honestly, if they weren't on the bag, I feel like it would fit so much more. These do kind of get in the way. I'll show you, like if you put a card case in there, I don't know, it just kind of like takes up space. Like I feel like if that wasn't there, you'd have a lot more space. These pockets are pretty stiff, and so I feel like it takes up kind of almost half of the bag. But you just have to be really strategic about kind of what you put in the pockets, and then I think, you know, you can work around it. It kind of acts as an organizer almost. So on the inside, it's the yellow canvas. I'm looking at it right now, and I guess I have some spots on the canvas, which isn't fun. I haven't even used this bag that much, but I would say with the canvas interior being yellow, you do kind of want to be careful about what you put in here, because evidently it does mark up. On the back wall as well, I can show you guys, it does say Goyard Paris made in France there. So that's going to be stamped in the Cerulean leather. And yeah, I mean, this is a great crossbody bag. I do think it fits a decent amount. What I'm going to say is the main con is going to be the strap length. So what I will say is comparing it to the Goyard Cap Vert, which is their other crossbody bag that's pretty popular, is the Cap Vert I think sits at like the perfect length. It's kind of a high crossbody. It's really easy to get in and out of. This one, however, though, is super long. So if you're really tall, I would say this is a great bag to have, and this is going to be the one you're gonna want to go with rather, because the Cap Vert is going to sit too high on you. So that's something to keep in mind. The Cap Vert is also a little less expensive. So if the $2,700 price point is a little much, I believe the Cap Vert is around 2,000, maybe like 21. So it is going to be less expensive. However, I think the main advantage of this one is, I'm gonna say, the durability. So the Cerulean leather is stamped with like a grain pattern. The leather trim on the Cap Vert is a smooth leather, similar to the Belvedere 2. So this is a previous version that I'll tell you about in a minute that had a smooth leather trim, but they opted to change it on the 3 for this grained leather here. And that's nice because you don't have to worry about it marking or any indentations or any creases. And the Cap Vert, for example, has the smooth leather. And so when you're getting in and out of it, it has like a zipper closure on the top. So when you're getting in and out of it and kind of like bending it, like to get your items and to get your hand in there, it will start to crease. And you can look on the resale market and you'll see most of the ones that have been used are gonna have like really bad creasing on the top leather trim. This won't happen on the Belvedere, so that is pretty nice to know. And that's because the way you get in and out of it is just this, you know, motion here. So you have the tab, and then you have this loop, and all you do to get it in and out of it and to close it is interact with this loop here. So that's going to be the main difference, as well as the strap length. But otherwise, both bags fit pretty much the same amount. So if you're worried about fitting more, I would say I would opt for the bigger size. But if you're cool with what this bag fit, you would also be fine with the Cap Vert and what that fits. So also on the strap here, you will see the strap hole adjustments. So what I will say is I actually took it to Leather Spa here in New York, and I had them add 2 holes. I believe it was like maybe $10 a hole or $8 a hole, so not bad. But I will say, for me to carry it crossbody and for me to carry it at a comfortable length, I have to put it on the last hole. So it originally came with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 7 holes. So then I had it punched to 9 holes. So that way it sits at a much more comfortable length. And I think this is where I would want it when I do carry it crossbody. It hits me right about at the hip. So that's where you want your bag to hit you when you do wear it crossbody. Now for shoulder bag, it's a long shoulder, which I think is fine. But again, I would recommend punching the 2 holes. I don't know how Goyard thinks about it, or the resale market, if you were to resell it or try to get it warranted at Goyard for any repairs. But I don't know. I buy my bags to use them, so if that is a problem in the future, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I need to use it and I need to have it at a comfortable length. So for me, it was important to get those 2 holes punched. I'm actually seeing I have the sticker on the strap as well. So we're taking that off. We don't wear our bags with stickers. So as far as this being the Belvedere 3, I'm going to walk you guys through the differences, in my eyes, of the 3 different versions. So the first Belvedere had actually 2 almost buckles on the front. So on the front panel, you would see 2 strips of leather, and then it had, a buckle is what I would say is probably the best way to describe it. You put the leather through almost like a belt, and that was 2 on the front. The trim was also like a smooth leather. So then they changed it on the Belvedere 2 and they made it the single strap for the PM model. And the leather trim was a smooth leather, almost like shiny, in between like an Hermes box and Swift. So if you're familiar with Hermes leathers, kind of in between those 2, smooth leather. But what was happening is people were having really bad creasing here. And so that's why they introduced the Belvedere 3 with the grained leather, because now when you're kind of bending this, now it won't crease as bad because it's, it's already grained, so it's already made to be creased and made to be moved. So the motion here of actually getting it open puts, I would say, like pressure, I guess, on this area. And so on the Belvedere 2, that was an issue that was happening. And I believe there may have been some customers who had problems with cracking. But on the 3, you don't have to worry about it. So I would say if you're on the resale market, I would recommend, keeping your eyes peeled for the 3 version. Most websites inaccurately call it the 2, but you'll notice it will have the grained leather. So that's kind of the key thing to look out for. Again, retail is $2,700. I think for the price of the bag, it's a little expensive, especially considering it doesn't come perfect. I had to get the holes punched, which was kind of annoying. However, I think the quality of this bag is really good. I think it's one of the best quality Goyard bags that I own. To be honest, I think like the St. Louis and even like the Anjou totes, they're nice, but this really does speak to the quality of the brand. It's nice and structured, like it's sturdy. And I think the quality of the materials and the inclusion of different materials in the bag make it feel like a really nice high quality product. Again, like the Goyard canvas is really nice. It's pretty thick on this bag since I believe they lined all the canvas with this cotton trim. And then the leather I think is really high quality. They did a nice job with, the stamping and everything. And I think that it just, again, like makes it so you don't have to worry about it. It's grained. And so any creasing or any scratching that happens, you won't really notice it, which I think is super nice. And I also love this back wall pocket. Whenever I'm out and I have like receipts or like little, punch cards, anything like that, I can just kind of slip it back here and I don't have to worry about it. So I do really enjoy the bag. Again, the only downside I would say would be the length of the strap. It does kind of annoy me that I had to get holes punched. And I don't know, I hope it doesn't void any warranty or anything with Goyard. But again, I had to do it just to make it comfortable for me. I would say if you're over like 6 foot, maybe it would be perfect for you. But for me, I would prefer the strap length of the Cap Vert with the design of the Belvedere. So I hope that gives you guys kind of a full overview of the bag. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know below. But I would say I recommend this bag, and I think for the price overall, I would say it's worth it just because of the quality of materials, and I think it's built to last. So I definitely recommend. They are readily in stock at Goyard stores. I remember when I went to get this one, they had all the colors. They had just gotten a shipment, so I was like, let me get the black. That's what I love the best. But they are sometimes in stock at Bergdorf Goodman here in New York. So I would say if you want that, just contact one of the essays that I have linked, and then they can check and see what the stock is. But yeah, I definitely recommend. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya. Bye.